torchlights and bright stars through the perilous fight. For the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the starting lineup here, look at Railsplitters, representing the Central Standing Conference and the home team on the scoreboard tonight. Number 2, a 6'2" senior, Max. Number 3, a 6' senior, Joey. Number 4, 5'11" and a senior, Tyler Horshaw. Number 22, 6'6" and a junior, Gavin Block. And number 42, 6'3" and a senior, Edward Bowman. And the rest of your Railsplitters under the direction of head coach Mr. Neil Alexander.
Listeners know if they can't make the game or can't listen to us, I'm a social media guy now, so I'm going to try and keep this thing up on Twitter. As the score is going on now, I'm probably going to quit and lose track, but you can follow me if you're on Twitter. I'm at Komnick and the number 10. So I'm going to try and keep you updated on all the scores, but it probably won't be very fast.
Game is underway. Tonight's tip-off is brought to you by Gymnasium Ford Lincoln, where now through the end of November, you'll pay what Jim pays on all in-stock inventory, excluding the Shelby. Call Matt or Jason today at Gymnasium Ford Lincoln, 732-2111, or you can stop by the showroom located at 2301 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Chargers with the basketball as we get started here on a Monday night. Bowlby looks to try and stop the drive going down the baseline, and Ed picks up the first foul of the season for the Railers. Bowlby picking it up, and we know as the season progresses, when it comes to taking charges, I don't know if there's a better tandem than Brock and Bowlby in doing so.
Yeah, he'll be right there, and I think most of his fouls last year, Jeff, a lot of them were cutting off the baseline, and there's one, the first one by number 42, Bowlby, just not getting his foot on the baseline and getting down to cover it off.
Drive is up, and that is going to be no good, and a charge is being taken, and stepping in, Gavin Block. So Bowlby got the blocking foul, and Block picks up the charge, so right away we see the defense stepping up big for the Railers on the first possession.
You leave your feet against those two guys, Jeff. You dribble the lane or leave your feet and not exactly know what you're going to do with the ball. You're going to have number 22 and number 42 waiting for you, and more than likely it's going to be a charge every time.
Railers their first possession. Max Cook calls out the possession over to Joey Olden on the wing. Joey fighting through a screen, comes along. There's Gavin down to the baseline, couldn't get it to him. Cook holds out high. Now Joey comes around with the dribble at the free throw line. In the lane, kicks it out to Bowlby, fires off a three. It's on the way, in and out, no good. Rebound's going to be tipped out of bounds by Max. Looking at the starters quickly for Centennial, 5'5" junior Terrion Howard, 5'9" senior Diedrich Bird, Khalil Toombs, a 6'3" senior, 6'4" junior Stephen Lee, and of course the U of I recruit, 6'9" senior Michael Finke.
Again, good ball movement by the Railers, and you're going to see a lot of that all year, Jeff. We talked about how well they moved the ball last year. It's just going to be even better with another year of experience.
in the lane. Lee with the left hand. The little floater bounces off, no good. Cook's there fighting for the rebound, and Max comes out with it for the Railers. Lincoln looks to push it quickly. Gavin across the timeline. Flips it over to Horsham on the left side. Now back up to Max, and the Railers will reset. Cook on the dribble, working against Toombs. Back cut, Joey. Contact, and Joey, nope, they're going to say it was on the pass. Boy, Josh, in a case like that, you almost wish Joey would have just flipped it toward the basket. He might have gotten 2 free throws out of it.
It's a tough play. He's caught up in the air and really behind the backboard. Going on the backdoor cut by Olden, and a nice pass from Cook. But, he was expecting the foul not to be called, so he tried to throw it away. But we're going to keep the ball and take it out of bounds here with Max Cook inbounding it.
6:19 to go in our first quarter. Still looking for some scoring. Railers get it inbound. Joey backs the dribble near the timeline. Back to Horsham. Horsham hands over to Cook.
Yeah, interesting to see really Max being the point guard. I thought Joey might be our point guard as far as starting an offense, but it's been Max Cook
Gavin
getting us going.
Top of the key, 3. That's no good. Railers have missed both shots here early on. Both teams scoreless. Almost dragging the pivot foot by Centennial's Dedrick Bird. Howard tipped away. Nice job by Tyler Horsham, sticking that big forearm out of the way and knocking it down.
Yeah, a little anxious by the Railers. I think the two deep shots. I'd like to see something getting going to the basket. See if Max Cook can take his guy off the dribble and get us an easy layup to get the scoring going.
Max, top of the key, thought about the 3, didn't take it. Now the bounce over to Gavin. Gavin's going to drive the lane. Contact and a blocking foul is going to be whistled. Nice drive by Gavin. Block will go to the line, and he'll be shooting 2.
Again, I think you're talking about block, you're talking about Max Cook, really can average anywhere between 6 and 8 free throws a game this year. They go to the hole, they can shoot it, so you've got to respect their shot, and then they can put it on the floor and get to the rim. Those guys have got to get, one of the things they've got to do is go to the line more.
Gavin's first free throw is up and good, and the Railers are on the board. Gavin, a pretty good free throw shooter during his first 2 years here at Lincoln. Hits the second one. Railers are up 2-0.
Yeah, Block last year, a 75% free throw shooter last year, 102 of 136. So if you can get him to the line 180 times, you've got quite a few more points there.
Lee turns, little floater is up and good. Lee with the first points of the night for Centennial, tied at 2. And one thing, Josh, the Railers are doing defensively, I'm not sure Finke's touched it yet.
No, they've really been patient without him. He might have caught it one time on the wing, but he's not a guy that really forces a lot. He's got to make sure that his guys set him up to get him open shots.
Horsham over to Gavin. Gavin hands to Bowlby, bounce to Max. Max really developed into being a real good and dangerous three-point shooter last year. Gavin drives the lane again against Finke, flips it out to Bowlby. Railers being very patient here, 4.5 to go in the first quarter. Gavin, corner 3 on the way, left it short, knocked out of bounds by Lee as he could not grab the rebound, so it'll stay with the Railers here on this end. Tied at 2. Max will inbound left side. Lobs back out to Horsham. Max gets it back in the corner. Down low to Bowlby against Finke. Nice cut by Max. Open Gavin. 3 on the way. Left side. In and out. No good. Joey comes in for the rebound. Kick back out to Gavin. Gavin tried to get it and lost it out of bounds. And the officials, Gavin's looking to the officials saying it was tipped. But Josh, you talked earlier about, who's going to be that player, comes and gets the big rebound. I think Joey has a lot of the same qualities that Wilpot Belsic had. Yeah, Joey's just a guy that never gives up on the point. He just runs like crazy the whole time, and good thing he's a good soccer player because he likes to run and can run. So another good steal there by the Railers. Max, 3, in and out again. That's the third one that's gone in and out like that after the Railers forced the turnover. It'll be the Chargers as we're halfway through the first quarter already, and we're tied at 2.
Now again, 5 threes taken and no 2s really, except for the drive that Gavin got, and he got to the free throw line. So you'd like to see the Railers get back to going to the free throw line. Right now the 3s aren't working.
Bird down in the corner. Back over now to Howard. Makes the move down the lane, had it knocked away, and then a foul is going to be whistled. They're going to say he was going up for the shot, and I believe they're going to get that foul. Are they going to get Bowlby or are they going to get Tyler on that?
I think it was Bowlby.
And quickly we may see a sub in because Bowlby's picked up his second, and we see the first appearance of Adam Conradi. And Adam, we need Bowlby back out there because they're shooting 2, so Adam can't go in until after the first one.
I've never understood that. Why?
I don't know.
What's the difference? If it's 2 free throws, we're not going to get the rebound off the first one.
Free throw on the way. That is up, and that is good. Now Adam Conradi makes his season debut.
And a big one at that. 6'7", 230. I think they've got him in the program. And that's no slouch on the weight, because the boy has filled out a lot since his sophomore to junior year.
4-2. Chargers with the lead. 3:20 to go in the first quarter. Max double team as he brings it across the timeline. Gavin stops at the top of the key. Max trying to get around the screen. Now Conradi. Horsham. Centennial's really extended the defense into some double teams. Max, top of the key. 3, rattles in, and that one stays.
Yeah, it was hit the rim. Nice soft touch by Cook, and that was straight on. And how many did we see that last year, Jeff? With Max is lined up at the top of the key, they're pretty much going in.
Nice move off the glass and good. That is Bird with his first 2 of the night. And Centennial back on top, 6-5.
That's it. Centennial, good penetration there by their guards, and they're giving us a little trouble. They're pretty quick. They've got some quickness out top, and been tough on our defense.
Tyler, corner 3 on the way. That's no good. Conradi and Olin tried to get in there for the rebound, but it was Toombs who came away with it for the Chargers. 2:15 to go. Centennial up 6-5. Finke underneath, goes against Gavin. Nice move, flips it up, and it won't go down. Gavin the rebound. Head quickly to Joey in the corner. Hand it off to Gavin. Now back to Joey. Railers again. Very patient. Nobody inside the 3-point line.
Yeah, well, you just like to see Conradi just get to the post and bang on Finke a little bit. He's got some weight on him. I think he's got a couple inches, but Adam, I'd love to see him get to the block and show those post moves off.
Gavin makes a strong move, little flip, and it's knocked out of bounds. Nice defense by Finke. You get the impression that if Conradi wanted to set himself, they're not going to move it.
No. He's well put together, and I think as this team gets going in the season, we've got to establish a low post presence, and I think if anybody, he's going to have to be the guy. We just got to get him down in there and get him the ball.
Peyton Ebelair into the contest for the Railers, replacing Tyler Horsham. So the Railers have Block, Max Cook, Olden, Conradi, and Ebelair on the court for Lincoln. Gavin hands off to Ebelair, drives in. Max fakes the 3, looks to make a move against Bird, hands to Gavin. Gavin with the fake, kicks it over to Conradi. A little 18-footer is good.
Yeah, and that's also what he adds, is about a 15 or 18-foot jump shot, and we saw that a lot last year, Jeff, in the sophomore games. If he didn't score in the post, he still got the ability to shoot from the outside.
3 or 4 of those every night makes this team even that much more dangerous. Finke with a fadeaway 3, that's no good. Rebound, fought for, no good, but there for the putback is going to be Diedrich Bird with his second basket of the night. Centennial in this seesaw game back on top 8-7, 50 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, Ebelair underneath fighting for a rebound, but he's got to box a little quicker.
Max with a long 3, rattles in and out off the glass. Rebound comes down to the Chargers. Down over to Finke. Back on top to Bird. Bird drives in, kicks out. Toombs a 3, that's off no good, and Peyton with the rebound. Peyton looks ahead quickly to Joey.
Yeah, and I think with an athletic group like we've got, not just on the floor but our reserves, we can push the ball a little bit. We saw last year when we looked really good, we were pushing the basketball and scoring easy layups when we had a chance.
Railers looking to hold for the last one. High post to Gavin, turns with 3 seconds. Now with 2, need to get a shot off. Gavin fakes, nice shot. 3 on the way, got it. At the end of 1, thanks to the Gavin block 3, the Railers on top, 10-8. We'll be back with the second quarter in a moment. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.
Centennial 8.
Back at Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium along with Josh Komnick, Jeff Benjamin with you. Railers with the basketball and a 10-8 lead. Lincoln with the ball to get things started as they go to the basket near us. Gavin Block another three. That's off the back of the rim, no good. High for the rebound once again is Diedrich Bird, the 5'9" senior for the Chargers. And we've got it thrown away by Centennial. Centennial trying to play a little too fast. And Josh, something we saw a lot from the Railers that sometimes was troublesome last year was taking too many threes. And it looks like Gavin, they're looking at his uniform, so I wonder if somebody's bleeding out on the court because they're looking at Gavin's jersey. Austin Cruz checks in for the Railers for the first time.
Well, you talked about the threes, Jeff. 2 of 9 in the first quarter. 9 threes in the first quarter of an opening game. I don't care what kind of game, an opening or your 30th game of the year. That's a lot of threes. Gavin was able to knock down that one, and then the first play out in the second quarter, we shoot another three. So right now we're 2 of 10, and we've only taken two-pointers. So.
Well, I wonder who it is because now Will Cook is in. He replaces Max Cook, and Missy, the trainer, is over there, and she had Gavin get his jersey all taken care of, and now she's working on Max. So someone out there.
Our whole team has blood on their jersey.
So as a coach, that's what you'd want, right?
I can't.
So the lineup for the Railers: Cruz, Olden, Will Cook, Peyton Ebelair, and Adam Conradi. Really be interesting to see where the scoring comes from this group.
Yeah, senior, junior, and as Cruz gets on the floor for his first action of the season. But yeah, where you get the scoring, and it's nice to see these juniors out here getting some time early. Ooh.
And Will gets bumped pretty hard by Bird. That'll be his second, fourth on the Chargers. And Max and Gavin are going to be checking in here, and they're probably going to be replacing Cruz and Joey Olden. So we'll have Will and Max Cook both out there, along with Block, Conradi, and Ebelair. 7:12 to go in the first half. Lincoln on top, 10-8. Leading scorer in the game for the Railers, Gavin Block with 5. Cook barks out the signals. Will with the left-hand dribble being watched by Howard. On top now to Gavin Block. Will with a nice move with the left hand. Conradi, another 17-footer. That's no good. Will Cook in there for the rebound. Nice job by the junior. Gavin with the drive. Ebelair. Stutter step. Kicked it. Knocked out of bounds. And they're going to say it was last touch by Centennial. Stay with the Railers on the baseline.
And I think that's one thing Will gives you. He's kind of got that little bit of Podbelsic nastiness. You know, he gets around the rim. He's going to be hanging on you somewhere. He's kind of scrappy. So he's going to be around there to get those offensive rebounds or defensive rebounds when nobody expects it.
And with him being for the Railers, I say this with everything I can being good, as an opponent, he's the pest.
Right.
He's the guy you just don't want around because he's going to be in your face, kind of a Wes and East type, someone like that used to be.
We saw a lot of that of him in the sophomore level last year, just getting under the jersey of a few opponents.
Yeah, on your side, a pest is always a good thing. Max Cook spins back out to Will Cook. Railers really in no hurry, being very patient. Ebelair out to Max, fakes the three. Gavin Block's going to drive. Almost traveled, came down with it. Ebelair, three, barely hit the front of the rim. There's Will Cook again with a big rebound, sets it back up to big brother Max. Out to Gavin. Gavin fakes the three. Little contact from Finke, put a forearm on Gavin, and Finke's going to pick up his first. And Gavin's been doing that a lot with the shot fake. Is it, early on in the season, is that a little uncomfortable? You just can't get into a good rhythm because we've seen Gavin doing that a lot here early on.
Yeah, and I think they're running at him a lot. I think they know we can shoot. I would love to see Ebelair go ahead and finish that layup when he got around his guy that last time, but he's not comfortable with that yet.
Max comes in from out of bounds, gets the pass. Fadeaway three from the left side does not go down. Barely hits the front of the rim, and now the Chargers, they go down on the turnover. There's Will Cook. Will not get it to go down, but he's going to go to the line, shooting two. A turnover back in the backcourt, and a foul on Howard. That'll be his first 6-team foul, and it'll be Will Cook going to the line, and Will be shooting two.
Yeah, I thought Peyton had a drive to the basket and was kicking it out, and I know Coach loves to dribble, drive, and kick, but we're getting to the basket where we've got to get to easy baskets because right now our shots are not falling. Guys are fading back a little bit. They're not staying within their shot and or following it. So we've got to get more aggressive going to the hoop and getting some easy scores.
Will missed the first one, got the second one to go down, so the Railers are up 11-8. Another pass tipped up by Will, going to count the basket. Blocking foul. Max will go to the line, and he'll be going for the three-point play. And right now, Coach Lavin's got to be a little disappointed because the Chargers can't even get it across half court.
Well, Will, you talked about it. He gets his hand on another ball, and it's tipped up. I tell guys all the time, if you get your hands up, you may not get the steal, but somebody else is, and that's exactly what happened. Will Cook tips it, goes to Ebelair. Ebelair passes to Max Cook, and easy two, and he got the free throw to go.
So 14-8. Rails extend to a 6-point advantage. On top to Quinn Nottingham into the contest for Coach Lavin. Fake shot. Jumper on the way. Shoots up an air ball.
Good
Rebounded by
Cruz, too.
And you wonder if the Chargers start to press a little bit because they've really had a difficult time even getting it into the front court.
Yeah, and now they're going to bring Finke back in to try and get some scoring because they've really struggled to score since about midway through the first quarter.
Max. Crossover dribble, gets it over to brother Will. Block in the corner. Ebelair. Now over to Gavin. 4.5 to go in the first half. Lincoln on top 14-8. Gavin fakes one way, the other. Now back to Will Cook. Will thinks about driving baseline. Instead, they work it around to the left side. Cook hands off to Ebelair. Ebelair's going to drive in, finds an opening. Cook wide open. Gavin 4-3. Yes.
Yeah. Again, the great ball movement. Again, the great penetration by Ebelair. I still think he's got to shoot the layup. You know, he's there, and when if Gavin doesn't hit that three right there, that's a wasted time to go into the basket. So when he gets more comfortable, I think at finishing around the rim, I think you'll see more of that. But again, great ball movement and great unselfishness. Gavin ends up with a three.
The three-pointer gives the Railers a 17-8 lead. 4:14 to go here in our first half on opening night. And Josh, one of the things that you look at, something that we're just so accustomed to seeing from this Railer team, is what great ball movement, what great spacing, and everybody knows where everybody else is going to be, and that makes it so much easier. And playing all these years together, it's just that level of comfort.
Yeah, they have. Well, they've been doing this for a long time, not only in 4 years, some of them, but all year. You know, some of them are just basketball players, so they've been doing this and working out together and lifting, and I think you see the results of this in the last couple of years. Our passing was tremendous last year, and it's not skipped a beat so far.
So after the 30-second timeout by Centennial, we're halfway through the second. Player goes down, and they're going to call traveling. I think his feet got tangled up, and wasn't really a foul. They had to call something.
Well, yeah, I think it's just more out of control than anything. I mean, yeah, there was a little bump there, but this is varsity basketball. You know, that's not. I think Coach Lavin even kind of realized it really wasn't much contact there.
And one of the things that we've seen the Railers be very good at over the years, Josh, is going on runs caused by their defense, capitalized on by the offense. Right now, Railers on a 10-0 run. Well,
you saw it, yeah. We got on that run because of Will Cook's defense at the top. A couple steals, and we get some momentum going.
Olden over to Cruz. Now to block in the near side corner. Back on top to Max Cook. Working against Nottingham, hangs over to Cruz. Railers with good ball movement, good spacing.
Like the Globetrotters.
Tipped away by Nottingham, recovered by Block. Block in the corner to Austin Cruz, 17-footer, shoots up an air ball. And then Gavin's going to be whistled for the foul. Third foul on the Railers, first on Block. And that's not really the shot you're looking for out of Austin Cruz, but it doesn't hurt to take it early on so other people will realize he'll take it too.
Well, we've seen him last year where he made several of those on the baseline. His role obviously is great defense, a workhorse, a rebounder, a scrappy guy. But we saw last year where he was able to knock down a few jump shots and especially scored around the rim. So a definite weapon for the Railers to have in Cruz to come off the bench.
Centennial looking for their first points of the quarter. Inside, back out now. Howard fires off a three, and it spins good. Yeah, Howard with 5.
Really the first look Centennial's had in a while, a real good look anyway. Just some communication by the Railers, but pretty good defense for the Railers, only giving up 11 points right now so far in the game.
Hersham comes around a screen. 3 on the way. That's good. Boy, we saw a lot of that last year.
Yeah, what do you have, Jeff? 66 threes, but 215 attempts, so he put it up.
How many 2 attempts did he have? How many total attempts did he have? And we've got a foul going to be called on Austin Cruz on the baseline.
They had 243 total attempts, so take 215 away from that.
28,
Yeah.
so about 1 2-pointer a game he averaged. Conradi back in. Austin Cruz will check out.
That's on Lincoln's number 32, Austin Cruz, his first.
2:17 to go here at Roy S. Anderson, the opening night of the Eaton Corporation Round Robin Tournament. Along with Josh Komnick, Jeff Benjamin with you. We thank you for joining us here on 96.3 FM, WLCNonline.com.
Yeah, I don't want to say too much, but the Railers done a great job on Finke so far. I think he's probably only attempted 2 or 3 shots so far, Jeff. So the Railers have done a good job of really running at him. He's not fast enough to go around you with the dribble. He's mainly a spot-up shooter.
They have to get him the ball in rhythm.
Right.
Bird. Cut off. There's Finke on the left side. This is a long 3, and he hits it.
That was quick. That's the type of shot that he's going to have to be good at, not only at this level, but the next level at the University of Illinois.
So Blanc will try a 3, top of the key. At back rims it, no good. Comes down to the Chargers. 2014. Railer leads 6. 90 seconds to go in the first half. Down the lane, Howard. There's Finke again from the left side. That's good.
Yeah, he can do that. He can do that if you get him the ball.
Well,
Did I say anything?
yeah, I was going to say, we'll chalk that one up to Josh, who said, well, I probably shouldn't say anything. And then he's hit 2 threes. But
Yeah.
I guess the thing is, in most cases, if you've got your 6'9" guy shooting fadeaway threes from the corner, as a defense, you would take that. But this is a different 6'9" guy.
Yeah, this is a spot-up shooter that they want to compare him a lot to the Griffey kid that Illinois had in the last couple of years, where he can basically spots up and shoots. Probably not going to get you a whole lot of rebounds. He's not going to be able to stay with the athletic guys in the Big Ten. But if you get zoned against the team in the Big Ten, this is where you're going to put him. You're probably going to put him in the corner and say, hey, guards, penetrate, find him a way to get him some open looks.
So after 6 in a row from Finke, Railers will come down leading now by only 3 here on opening night. Max goes backdoor. Joey's going to get whistled for sliding his feet, and I don't think Joey knew if he wanted to shoot it, kick it out to Horsham, who was open in the corner. That little indecision cost the Railers the ball.
Yeah, we're getting backdoors, but we're getting them so deep by the basket, we're not able to get a shot off. They've got so much help there, or we're underneath the rim. Our passes have got to be earlier to the back cutter, so we've got some room to figure out where we're at.
And it's stolen away as they try to get it to Finke. Gavin reaches in and takes it away. Gavin quickly into the front court, gets it back from Olden. Under a minute, will the Railers hold for 1?
Yeah, I think we ought to. Finke's starting to feel a little bit. You want to keep the ball away from Champaign Centennial so they don't get a chance of knocking down a 3 and tying this thing.
30 seconds to go in the first half. Lincoln 20, Champaign Centennial 17. Railers just playing keep away right now in the hands of Max Cook. Now over to Olden, back to Max. Conradi. Down to 10 seconds. Horsham to Gavin. Now they go.
Better hurry.
Down to 5. Joey looking for screens. Better get it off. Max fires a long 3. Got it again.